Hi guys, so now this is the one we've been all waiting for far too long, and before I begin, all the links to the store that I got this one from and all the details on my test system setup are in the video description. That's somewhere under the video. Now, the original Burmester 909, that's currently at Mark V revision, is $50,000. I've seen one of Mark III amplifiers available second-hand now for something like $10,000, but that's nowhere near $1,400 that this clone amplifier costs. I have no idea on which version this one is based because the boards had been reworked from the original. It has a modular design now. So still $1,400, it's not exactly cheap. I've reviewed earlier T9.4 version of this amplifier and I absolutely loved it. I had just one thing that I would maybe not exactly repair, but I wished for it to be a little bit more transparent. That was my only gripe with T9.3. But I still absolutely loved it, and in fact it's still my top AliExpress recommendation. So as I've said, this is not one-to-one copy. It's been reworked for do-it-your purposes in a nice modular way. T9.3 master is very similar to T9.3. T9.4 is very similar to T9.3, my mistake. Now let's talk about some specification. It's full dual mono stereo amplifier. It weighs about 40 kilograms, so it's heavier than T9.3, and it's also larger, meaning it's taller. The width and the depth are exactly the same, but it's very tall. I don't know how to exactly show you that because the numbers won't give you the scale. But it's let's say like two D5 Pro DAF Zeals standing one on top of another. My hand is not even covering the whole front plate. It's very large and it's very heavy. It's class A up to 8 watts into 8 ohms, and then it moves to class AB delivering 225 watts into 8 ohms or staggering 400 watts into 4.8 ohms loads. It's monster. It's a monster. So THD value is amazing as it's specified as low as 0.0000525%. I think if the number here is true, and I tend to believe that after my listening sessions, this is the amplifier with the lowest distortions so far that I've tested here. Now, another amazing number, damping factor is 2000. If you're looking for amplifier with very high damping factor because you need to have a very firm grip on your speakers, this one will be for you. 2000 as a damping factor is an amazing value because most of the amplifiers I've tested so far have this value between, let's say, 100 and 300. So 2000 is absolutely amazing. Now, we also have two other very good numbers. Signal to noise ratio and dynamic range are specified as 120 decibels. So all in all, spec based, this is a work of art. Now let's talk about the build. The front is very heavy, and we only have a power button here and one small LED that will show us the status of the amplifier, meaning if it's powered on or off. Now it's very heavy. I'm using my rotating stand, but I'm afraid it may break it. We have very large and very heavy heat sinks on the sides, and in the back, in the back we have power socket connector with integrated fuse compartment. We have one set of XLRs that are mistakenly described as Excel files. We have one set of RCA inputs. We have a small, very small switch that allows us to choose the input type. The important thing here is that this amplifier is not an integrated amplifier, meaning you cannot use both inputs at the same time, just switching them. You should use only one of them. Now, we also have two sets of double speaker outputs, which I absolutely love because recently I got Dragon bass for my Dragon full range cable. So I will be able to use both cables without deciding on how to use spades versus how to use bananas. So I'm doing this in the background. The speaker tabs are of this higher quality than your standard ones that you can find on Chinese clone amplifiers. This is quite heavy and it's gold plated, as you can see. And the same goes for the threaded core here. It will accept bananas, spades and bare wire. Okay, so it's easier this way. We also have some information marks about risk of electric shock, do not open, etc., etc. Interestingly, the informations are not only in English but also in French. Okay, and we have a small sticker with model number and serial number, and believe me when I say this should not say Master but Monster Edition. Okay, now let's open it up. The top plate, this is the largest, the thickest top plate that I've seen for an amplifier. It's easily 5 millimeters thick, if not more, and I think it should be or could be used as a tank armor plate. It's very heavy, it's very, very heavy, so we have to be very careful moving it around. Now let's rotate that once again so we'll be able to see something. I have to be very careful not to destroy my rotating stand and also not to damage my desk here. Okay, so let's move the camera a bit closer, like that, and let's talk about the build inside. So, if you've seen my review for T9.4, you already know that build inside. The difference is that T9.4 had this power section board on top of the amplifier boards, meaning that the amplifier was lower, it was not as tall, and that was the source of the problem that they chose to fix. The thing was that it was using metal standoffs that tended to break in transport. So things like this one, this guy, but on top of another, and they tended to break, and the power section boards were running loose inside after the violent delivery of the package. So they corrected that, and right now we have power boards underneath there and the amplifier boards here. The amplifier is taller right now. The other change is the fact that right now we have a thick, very thick metal plate on top of two toroidal transformers. The T9.4 version had this plate smaller and only above one of them. The other change is the speaker tab quality, but you've seen that already. And the last one that I was able to pick is this board that doubles as a slow start and DC block here. In the T9.4 version, these were two separate boards mounted one on top of another in the back of the amplifier. You may also notice the small boards that's used for inputs control, and what's interesting is that, and I'll zoom in right now and I'll zoom for other parts too. If you take a look at the board here, it has clearly place for the balanced line receiver here, but it's not used. It's jumped with a small wire jumper, and the actual input for the amplifier board is from balanced connection here, and it goes straight away to the amplifier board. The amplifier board is using, oh sorry, OP07C here as a DC servo. All the black capacitors are Rubicons, all the blue ones like that one, like this one, are V-shapes, and the blue electrolytic caps are Nichicons. We also had a full set of German Vima caps. We have a full set of ceramic resistors, and the main capacitors that are in the power banks here are L4 rated for 10,000 microfarads each, and we have 8 of them per channel. 2 of them here, 2 of them here, 2 here, and the last pair here, meaning that we have 80,000 microfarads of capacity for each amplifier board. You can also see rectifiers here. We have 2 toroidal transformers. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see the sticker. No, you won't be. You can see the shade of the sticker over there, but not the markings. We have 2 toroidal transformers that are rated for 800 watts each, and they are very bulky. And what else can I tell you about the build? Relays. All the relays, like that one. Let's zoom in. Yeah. And the ones on the amplifier boards. Let's find them. Where are you guys? At the lower part over there. So maybe here. Yeah. These are visible better. These are all transparent Omron relays. So quite nice quality relays. We also have this speaker out cable, which is very nice crystalline copper. Still, if I'll decide that this is the amplifier that will stay with me for my electrostats, I will probably replace that with AST silver wire. The main power transistors are Sankens hidden here, and we have 7 pairs per channel. We can only see the top ones. There is another row in the lower part of the board. The board itself is supposed to be sporting 3 types of protection. The first one is for DC offset, the second one is for shorting speaker outputs, and the third one is overheat protection set for 85 degrees centigrade. Now that concludes the build part of the review. Let's move to the sound quality section. Now this is the part when you just relax and enjoy the ride, and I'm doing the talking, so grab some kind of coffee, tea or beer, and let's talk about the sound quality while looking at this beautiful background. Now the bass. The bass here is very deep and it's very, very powerful, but at the same time it's very precise, it's controlled and it's textured. The amplifier retains excellent control over the drivers. I've tested this amplifier with the Outlaws that you can see here, not only with the other speakers, with Martin Logan and my Astons over there, but also Outlaws, and it just grabs the speakers by the throat and it controls them to the smallest little nuance. My track here, as you may recall, for the bass control, because I've been talking about that in a couple of videos earlier, is Fallout 3 soundtrack theme played by London Philharmonic Orchestra, because the opening sounds are sounding like nuclear explosions. The idea is to give you this background that will connect in your head with nuclear explosions. And this amplifier is one of the very few amplifiers that get these sounds right, and not only right, but they get these with heart-blowing authority. The bass here is thunderous and it's effortless and it has absolute authority. The mid-range. Mids are nicely detailed with natural timbre. The bass the brass and string instruments are vibrating. You can hear every vibration. And again, my test track for the vocals, And So It Goes by Jennifer Warnes, has that excellent vibrating quality to her voice. But there is no sibilance, and that's excellent, because some of the amplifiers can border on sibilant with this particular track. not this one. And for example, all the words in the songs that have S sound can be sibilant, but not with this one. It's just right. And the mid-range is very clear, very detailed, and very musical. The treble has excellent extension and excellent detail. In T9.4, I said that I would love to have some more clarity and transparency. Not with this guy. With this is the only thing that was my gripe, and they fixed it. I mean, the changes are very small and all in all I would say almost insignificant. We have different positions for the boards. We have better speaker tabs, right? We have additional screen, additional shield over the transformers. And that's basically it. But still, one of those changes, one of those changes, maybe all of them, the total amount of the changes, have removed the only one gripe that I had with T9.3. T9.4, this one is absolutely transparent and airy in the treble, so I remove all my remarks that I had on T9.3. My test track here is Stereo Play Collection CD number 40 with Baroque Concerto D-Dar 116 Allegro Macon Dio. It's excellent because if the amp is right, you will see all the you will hear all the sounds as floating in space with a significant amount of air between them. If the amp will get that track in a bad way, the track will still be nice because it's beautiful music, but the problem is that it will sound like some kind of elevator music, like the orchestra would be riding with you in a small compact space like elevator. Now let's move to the detail. This amplifier has excellent detail in all frequency bands. One of my test tracks here, the usual one, is Babayetu, as there is a choral part and the idea is to be able to hear the individual voices, maybe not all of them, but basically to hear individual voices instead of hearing just one mass of the sound, like some kind of mutant humans singing. So basically, this one has the detail and the resolution that allows you to hear and pick individual voices in that choir. Also, the leading singer has a kind of throaty lowness in his voice that also can be heard only with amplifiers with good resolution. And this amplifier T9.4 passes that test with flying colors. It's actually excellent in this area. Now, moving on to the imaging and soundstage. Again, excellent layering, excellent center image, but the sounds, that instruments and singers are not point sources. They are not points floating in space. Rather than that, the instruments are full sized. It has very wide and very deep scene. Sound gets easily disconnected away from the speakers. The example track here would be something that was recorded quite recently, and I found only YouTube version of that. There is a cover of Can't Stop Loving You by Taylor Swift, recorded in BBC Studio. If you hear that track on good resolution and good imaging amplifiers, you should be able to hear small echoes on left and right, very wide at the very ends of the scene on the left and on the right, starting at 29 seconds mark. And this amplifier again gets through that test with flying colors. You can clearly hear the sounds, and what's interesting, they are maybe not exactly coming from behind you, but they are very, very wide and to the extreme on the left and on the right. Now, as usual, for the amplifiers with high power output, I've tested this T9.4 with my Martin Logan Ascent 1 electrostats. Because you know the idea for the whole amp race is to get to find and get the amplifier that will sound best with my electrostats, as they are quite hard to drive. So with my electrostats, this amp very nicely scales up. Logans give him additional transparency, even more, and again in return it gives them good amount of bass control for those 25 aluminum core drivers. You can feel power and control that this amplifier gets over these large drivers. And the treble extension is absolutely great, meaning that it has no problem with driving 1.2 ohms load that the accents are creating in the treble region. Okay, so let's move to the summary. I hope you still have some tea or coffee in your cup. This amplifier is a little bit on the warmer side of the things, but just a tiny bit, with powerful bass that will draw your attention. I wouldn't pair that with warm and bassy speakers or sources, but it will sound absolutely great with neutral or maybe a little bit analytical sounding speakers. It scales extremely well with my accents and sounds effortless when driving them. Both the build quality and the sound quality are superb, so I can only highly recommend that amplifier. Again, I'm pretty sure that you'll ask me about the comparisons with FM801 and Davzil clones D5 Pro and D9 Pro. So easily, this one is the best of the bunch, this one is the best of the three. It's also really better than T9.3. They are the same price. I think T9.3 has been discontinued right now because of this shipping problems that the boards were creating. So basically the price is the same, but still T9.4 is better than T9.3. And it's better in this one single area that I wanted it to be. It's more airy and it's more transparent. At this time, this is the absolute best amplifier I got so far from AliExpress, no doubt about it. It's better than D5 Pro that started my whole journey and my whole adventure with YouTube channel, and it's better than FM801, and it's even better than D9 Pro, which again is better than D5 Pro. So, it's the absolute best. It gets my highest recommendation. You can grab one as there is Ali summer sale happening right now. This review should be published on the Saturday, and the Ali sales should be continuing up to the next week, I think. So anyway, if you'll be buying that one, if you want to get one, be sure to grab some AliExpress coupons or the ones from the description. There are sets for US based guys and the rest of the world. Use them to lower the price. $1,400, it's still not exactly cheap, so every dollar counts, and if you can lower the price by $100, that's something worth trying. So do try to use the coupons. They will work for some of you guys. I'm not sure if they will work for everyone. If you like the video, if it helped you to decide if you want this amplifier or you will pass on that one, you're more than welcome to buy me a beer using beer links that work for the PayPal and for the YouTube super thanks. And you're more than welcome to subscribe my channel to enjoy more videos like that. Thanks for staying with me till the end of the review. I can see that the counter says 24 minutes mark right now. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that, and I really hope you'll have a wonderful day ahead of you. And a couple of shots of the boards so you can take a look at some detail. If you notice something interesting, if you notice something significant, give me a shout and I will update the description under the video. If there will be any further developments, if I learn something important, I will also update the description as I always do for my other videos. So, again, thanks for watching. One more thought before we'll part. It took a long time to do that review. Why? Because I've actually started doing this like 5 or 6 times over the past month or so. Why? Because each time I actually started my listening session, I ended up ditching my notes and just listening for pure pleasure. It has absolute authority over the speakers. It has absolute best way of conveying the tempo changes. There are tracks that I have in my collection that are trying to give you the emotion by slight changes in the tempo of the music. This amplifier gets all of that right. Also, I mentioned that it has amazingly low THD numbers, at least on paper, and I can confirm that these THD numbers are very low in reality, because THD makes you want to lower the volume, because THD makes the sound with higher volume levels fatiguing, and it's not the case with this amplifier. You just want to raise the volume, raise the volume, raise the volume until someone starts shouting around the house that you should lower it because it's not a disco club. So anyway, I really love this amplifier, and unless I'll find something better, this is the currently king of the hill of my search, and there is a high chance that it'll stay with me with my electrostats. Although there is one thing that I don't like, and that thing that I don't like is the sheer size and the weight of this monster. Yeah. So, thanks for staying so long, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day ahead of you. Bye guys, and see you next time.